Here we go for SeniorMAX Heat 2 with Kutsia doing 2 classes leading out with ahead of O'Connor. Behind him, Dino Sturman and Luke Herring as we get ready for the start. An all Cape Townian front 4 except for O'Connor. Just upsetting the apple cart there, the Northern Regions driver there in the FA. As they head down into the first corner now, it looks like Kutsia has a whole shot as they go through. Sturman and Herring looking to get past O'Connor through turn 1. Herring just backing off then, allowing a bit of argy-bargy before they head up into the first 180s. Sturman getting past O'Connor now as they get into the first 180, pushing him wide and allowing Herring through as well. O'Connor getting relegated down to 5th place there behind Tiago Rebello.
Well, brilliant start with Luke Herring as he had such an awesome jump on the start and just pulling out Sturman as well, just going and having an absolute ball of a start.
Tiago Rebello there doing very well up in 5th place, just ahead of O'Connor. Sorry, 4th place, I'm mistaken, just ahead of O'Connor. Behind him is Daniel Duminy and Jordan Sherrod making a return, a welcome return, a little bit of an invitational race all the way from the US. Yuri Swart now also racing in DD2. Up the inside now, there's contact between him and Sherrod. Sherrod just showing him a little bit of a gesture there as Gunner goes past.
Well, definitely one interesting one for the books, just going and bumping and barging. As you said, you can't fit 3 carts through a corner as much as these guys really do try. Another
bit of contact there between, it looked like to me, from Gunner and Yuri. Yuri struggling a bit here, not doing as well as he did in the DD2 class, just down there in 6th or 7th place as we watch them go through Golf Club.
Herring going and pulling out Sturm and just going and trying to keep with each other to get into that first place spot as they make their way around the circuit. The wind's definitely picked up and these carts are feeling it.
Kutsia seems to be just getting a little bit of a gap on Luke Herring there, who's moved himself up into 2nd place ahead of Dino Sturman. But the race is definitely not over just yet. It might be a gap, but it's not a big one as of yet.
Well, with the SeniorMAX, these guys are doing everything they can, and you've got drivers that go and represent South Africa and have done an absolutely phenomenal run overseas. And wow, it's just something impressive to have these drivers here as South Africans.
O'Connor's definitely got his head down now, chasing down the likes of Tiago Rebello, doing very well here, and only his 2nd national. He raced a bit last year, not as much as he wanted to, and now they made the change of team, and he's raced in Cape Town and giving us some good results.
O'Connor really going and putting the foot down as he's trying to make up as many positions as possible. As cart number 240 going and moving up a position.
Showing the cart behind him, come on, bud, just give me a bit of a push there, telling Gunner, we need a bit of help here to catch the group, boys.
Andrew Rickshaw going and really putting his foot down, trying to pull away now.
Losing a place there to Sherrod as they go through the second 180s though. Sherrod, a front runner in the US, just racing with borrowed equipment, came in for one weekend, not doing as well as I think he hoped he was going to do, but still showing some good results there for the Brawl R team.
Well, Jason going and leading out and really showing what he can do, but getting chased by Herring and Sturm, and he's got no room to breathe at all.
Luke Herring getting very close now onto the back of Kutsia, as well as bringing Sturman across. The 2 RKT stablemates pushing really hard to get onto the back of Kutsia.
And definitely one thing you don't want to stick around is 2 teammates chasing right behind you, because you're going to get gunned down at the last as these guys really battle their way around the circuit.
Apparently I'm mistaken. All 3 of those carts are from the RKT stable with the Cosmic brand. It's Kutsia, Herring and Sturman, but I don't think there's any love lost between all of them. I've had some very close racing with Luke Herring, and he is as aggressive as they come, and it's actually been some really good close racing. We always comment on how much fun we had back in those X30 days.
Well, that's one way of doing it, but as you can see, Herring starting to get a little bit excited, wants to get past, he wants that first place position and is battling hard to get around Jason.
In the background there, Tiago Rebello has just lost the place to O'Connor, who's pushing hard to get back onto this front group. O'Connor has been very, very quick this weekend, and he's looking to capitalize and make a win.
Herring taking the lead and now pushing Jason down into 2nd. That's allowing Sturm to go and chase him down and really battle his way through.
Dino, they're definitely looking to get past Kutsia. Kutsia may be feeling a little bit fatigued after racing just not so long ago in the Junior Max category. Maybe feeling a little bit now as we get to the end of this heat.
Guys are doing everything they can, but you can just see how aggressive Kutsia is doing around the corners, trying to flick their cart as much as possible to get the drive out.
Trying to be as late on the brakes as possible. Luke Herring, a previous Max Challenge champion. There goes Kutsia down the inside of Herring now. He obviously got a good drive out of the first 180, but there's contact there between Herring and Kutsia as they exit the second 180. I couldn't quite see what happened there.
Definitely not a keen thing, but you can just see not a happy driver.
Herring telling the cameraman, did you see that? Did you see that?
That's one thing to keep an eye out. These drivers, once it happens, you go full straight down the grid, and I think that's allowed Herring to go right back down the grid. And that's got Jason into first place. Now he's got to deal with Dino as he's getting chased down.
Luke Herring dropped all the way down now to 10th, 11th place now on my monitors, and unable to, I don't think he's going to be able to get himself anywhere near the front after that.
I think that's his racing pretty much sorted to go after the first place, unless he can pull a rabbit out of a hat. But Dino now going and putting the pressure on and is gunning after that first place position.
The one man pulling the rabbit out of the hat at the moment is the karts of Cameron O'Connor. He's really putting on a charge. He's been racing the Formula 1600, last year's Junior Max champion, and represented us at the World Finals. Unfortunately, struggling a bit with the weather there, but he could have done a lot better. But he's definitely really, really quick. He's coming onto these guys super fast. Head down now as they head down the main straight. Yuri Swartz made a bit of turn of pace, getting himself up into the 4th place. Daniel Duminy and Tiago Rebello are dicing there with Jordan Shirt. Seems they've fallen off the bus a bit.
The guys are doing everything they can as the laps go down. And you can just see Yuri Swartz, as you said, putting his head down, trying to get around. But O'Connor really doing everything he can, trying to get into that second place spot and sit right onto third. And that's allowed Dino to get a little bit harder on the accelerator to try and maintain that first position.
Cameron O'Connor setting the fastest lap of the race of 42.209. That's a good 2/10 quicker than the guys in front of him.
That's one way to do it, and is definitely battling it out. Jason trying to hold the lead, but Dino putting on a massive fight right behind him, not giving him any room to breathe.
The one place Jason does look good is on the brakes. He seems to eke out just that kart length on the brake on Dino Sturman. But how quick was O'Connor through that first 180? He pulled 3 kart lengths, turned it into 2.
I wouldn't be surprised if O'Connor lines up next to Dino and pushes hard to get round him, which it looks like we don't have to wait all too long at all. O'Connor really battling it out.
It may be a long time since I drove properly, but I think at the end of this lap, it's going to be O'Connor in second place.
O'Connor lining right onto the back of Dino through the tricky S's and now onto the straight. Is he going to be able to do it? Is he going to have enough momentum to brake hard?
I should go play roulette today because my prediction on numbers seems pretty good. O'Connor up into second place now, chasing down Jason Kutsia for the lead.
The guys are doing everything they can. Jason now trying to pull away, but O'Connor is on a mission and wants to go and fight back.
He just seems so strong through the tighter corners. It's like he's got an extra bit of grip on those Mojo D3 tires and no one else has at the moment. Mojo being the only tire they're allowed to use in this race. Everybody on the same stuff, same weights, and very, very similar engines. You won't see a class as close as any of these Rotax classes.
And that gets right down to how the skill of the driver and the setup of the karts can make or break your day. And this is one thing. O'Connor has definitely set up that kart perfectly.
This is why karting teaches all of our drivers everything they need to know to go on to win production car championships and Formula 4 championships and any other discipline of motorsport. It's where everybody learns their trade in karting.
Well, that's one thing that it has always been a leapfrog, but as you said earlier, it's one that you just always go back to. You can never break away from karts.
There's nothing that keeps you fitter and healthier than driving a kart every weekend, I must tell you that. Recently back into a 125 gearwash kart, and I must tell you, I feel like I've been hung upside down and used as a punching bag just after I've driven one.
Going to a ring with Mike Tyson, basically. The guy's really duking out Jason, trying to go and pull a gap, but he's not winning. O'Connor is every so often getting that little bit closer and eking onto him.
Yuri Swartz seems to have a bit of pace now as we get into the closing stage of the races. He's doing 42.3s. He's only a 10th slower than O'Connor, and he's come onto the back of Dino Sturman quite quickly. Dino Sturman only doing a 42.594. I know it doesn't sound like 0.1 as much, but in karting it's a lifetime.
Well, that's one thing. It's literally you just hold your breath and you can make the difference. But Dino has definitely got a problem looking behind him and just seeing how close the karts are behind him.
Dino dropped off a bit from the group in front of him. Maybe that contact earlier on with Luke Herring has caused a bit of damage to the kart that he's struggling with. Who knows, maybe a bit of a tyre pressure change was a bit too high on the tyre pressure. His tyres are falling off now as we get to the end of the race. But he just doesn't seem to have the grip he had earlier. As we go into the first of the 180s, Yuri Swart looking to have a go. Not close enough just yet.
Yuri doing everything he can, looking left and right to get around Dino. Dino playing a very defensive game, going very tight on the corners, just doing everything to try and lock out the other carts. And unfortunately, he's losing a lot of momentum to third place.
Jason Couture obviously very aware that Mr. Cameron O'Connor's on his way there onto his rear bumper. But there looks to be a move here from Yuri Swart as they head down into turn 1 on Dino Sturman. He just seemed to be a little bit better on the brakes down into turn 1. Dino goes defensive. It's the last lap as Yuri Swart goes around the outside of Dino, tries to get the cutback done. Can't do it. Dino defensive again into the first 180. Double back now to the second 180. Yuri holds him tight. Comes back for the cutback. Can he get it done? He's side by side as he goes through the chicane. Done and dusted. Great driving there from Yuri Swart. O'Connor around the outside, back down to the inside. Brilliant dummy as they head into the second part of the golf club. I have not seen driving like that for ages. That was absolutely phenomenal as they head up onto the curb. It looks like by the shouting it's done.
And
something's gone wrong. Something's gone wrong on that kart of Cameron O'Connor's.
It looked like there was a little bit of contact as well. But coming across the line, Jason Couture, Yuri Swart, Dino Sturm, Andrew Rickshaw, and Jordan Sherritt's having a huge amount of fun.
In confirmation, there was something wrong with Cameron O'Connor's kart. He stopped on the side of the track just in front of the commentating booth at the moment.
There it is. There's the shot. Oh, what a broken heart to take a walk like that.
It was a brilliant drive to take the lead, and unfortunately it ended in tears for him. I'm not sure what went wrong, but it was definitely a mechanical failure for him.
Not ideal at all.
And confirmation of the results is Jason Couture leading out ahead of Yuri Swart, Dino Sturman, Andrew Rackstraw, Jordan Sherrod and Daniel Duminy in 6th place.
Well, it was quite good. Just a bit of tussle with the senior, but yeah, it's fine. I kept my head cool, and it's just when Cameron passed me and really broke down, so I really felt bad for him, but otherwise it was a good race, and yeah, I'm happy. I want to thank my family, and yeah, thanks.
Were you close to that incident then?
Yeah, I was the kart that went at the back of him, so, but yeah, his engine cut out, so it was, yeah, hard luck. Okay, thanks.